Mm. Okay, so I will just start and it's recording now. So welcome you to the workshop for the B2B marketing. And I think I don't know, just introduce a bit about me, right? So I'm currently in marketing. Maybe you already know. In the past, our region is mostly focused in B2C, but then right now me and Connie want to think about what can we do for B2B as well. So I give part of my knowledge about marketing to support Connie in the B2B strategy for digital marketing. Yep. So can maybe in here we only have Winnie and Akare. Right? So I know Winnie is from Malaysia, so it's fine. You don't need to introduce yourself.
Eh,
Connie,
she's from Myanmar.
she's from Myanmar, right? But she MC
Yeah, MC
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah. Connie, do you want to introduce yourself?
It's okay. I'm Connie. I'm IMICX.
Okay, nice. Okay, so to start the space today, right? I just want to ask here, like, who already finished the B2B Academy? Second, who already read through the digital marketing website that I already sent for you, and the third one who already finished centralization of your channels. Yeah, so you can share with me. Akka and Winnie, you can share. Hello.
Yeah, so like for the B2B like NC Academy, like I finished it, but like for the link that you guys sent me, I haven't read it properly.
Mm,
Yeah, so
okay.
what was the third question?
The third one is, do you already finish centralization of the LinkedIn?
Actually like, we don't have like any like LinkedIn page right now.
Mm, okay, nice. It's fine. I would just want to ask to check up a bit. How about Winnie?
Okay. So actually for B2B Academy, I didn't finish it. I only went to week 2, somewhere in
Mm,
week 2, and then I forgot to follow up on it. And then for
mm,
your email, I skimmed through briefly, but I haven't finished reading everything either.
mm,
For the centralization, we actually have a LinkedIn page, but this one is handled by our BD.
I see. Okay, so but then it's still the national one, right?
Yes, it's still the national one.
Nice. Okay. So right now, I just want to ask you a little bit of question because I see in the space last time you have with Connie in the onboarding call that most of you really want to grow with B2B marketing. But then I also see that we have a lot of challenge and we basically for B2B we don't have much resource like the B2C. Then I really want to understand why do you want to grow the B2B for your entity specifically, and what do you want to expect from this page? Mm. Yeah, you can share.
Okay. So actually for Aga, you can go.
Yeah, you can go. Sorry.
It's fine. Winnie can go.
Okay. So actually the question was like what we are expecting from this and like why we want to grow B2B in our entity. So for me in Malaysia, actually we are not very focused on B2B. We used to be focused on B2B, but 2015, 2016. And then now we are more like we shift towards B2B as well as B2C. So we lack in the capacity for B2B. That's like B2B HR capacity. So like
Mm,
and right now we are also like for us GT and BD is the main things that we're trying to like the strategy is shift to like GT as well as BD to bring in more revenue for our entity, so we need to grow our B2B now. But the thing is like for the past resources it's like 2 or 3 terms back, and then we also don't have external partners set up that help us with B2B. So
mm,
like I want to grow B2B in like Malaysia. And then from this space, I think what I'm really looking for is a very clear big picture of what the timeline will be and what are the things that we can do, the specific checkpoints that we can do so that like B2B is growing at least in minimum.
mm. Nice, I see. How about Akka?
Okay, so like actually there are two main reasons because like whenever we raise for IGD, so like, they usually ask about like any live vessel like the ISA Myanmar is doing. So like we don't have like a website or LinkedIn page. So like we don't have like any proof that like we are currently and like currently a trustful organization to them. So like we are having those kinds of like trust issue problem in the raising in the like attraction for partner. So yeah, it's one of the main reason. And then the second one is like we don't have like any result to start working on the B2B. Because like we don't have like any results like in terms of like training or workshop or other resources as well for the like talent pipeline. Yeah, because like we need to like start B2B so that like it could help us a lot in the like IGD attraction. Yeah, also the second one is like about like not having any resource. Yes.
I forgot to say my stream. Okay, nice. Thank you. I see someone is just coming, right? So can you quickly share with me about this question about the B2B Academy who already go through the digital material and I think you already sent a lot of the local account of linking or not. And also I want to understand about why do you want to grow B2B in your entity specifically. Yeah, so the new people you can share. Hello? Mitchell's or Susu or Carmen, you can share.
So I think I can share a bit. So this is like new initiative that we would like to run in our entity in Cambodia. Because like in the past, we were not like really focused on B2B. We were more into like B2C. So right now, we would like to start to start to run be like an initiative to connect with companies and also to build up like our portfolio like professionally. So that's like from me.
Mm, okay. Anyone else want to say?
Yes. Also, I want to share. For me, I just want to grow B2B marketing because I'm coming from B2C background. I mean, I've been living in OGV for 1 year and I didn't see any B2B effective B2B activities in Isaac Myanmar. So that's why I applied this position, B2B marketing manager. So yeah, that's why I want to as this is right now we are in a pandemic time and I think I could it's better to left legacy for the next gen. I think yeah, by this way I want to go do marketing and I want to learn more about B2B from this base.
Mm, cool.
Okay, share next. I also came from B2C background and I don't have much knowledge and experience in B2B. And I say in Korea, South Korea currently also wants to focus on B2B as a next step after the B2C. Like they also focus on B2B. So since I'm the platform manager who is also like handling the B2C, I want to also learn and know more about B2B marketing. So yeah, that's why I joined this section.
Nice. Okay.
By the way, can you guys share me the B2B Sales Academy because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Maybe Connie can have to share for you in the group. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, nice. So what I can see, mostly people here is basically we are in a starting point about what can be the strategy and what can be the big picture that we can start to thinking about the B2B right now and we can establish right now. And also what I can see for most of you is the results and also the understanding that we have so far about how we can do it is very minimum. So I think that for this space, right, the thing that we're gonna finish today is we're gonna first we're gonna go in through understand about the big picture of the B2B is on the digital market in the digital channel. So we're gonna have mapping out the customer journey, and then later on we're gonna have from the customer journey we're gonna do digital mapping so that we can understand which channel is suitable for us and which channel is not. And then after this part we're gonna see how we can start filling the gap, which is we're gonna start working on the development plan. I think it's gonna be very easy, but then it's basic, but then the bigger challenge is how we can start the baby step from now, and what have to be the upcoming plan in the future, so that when you transit for the people in the next semester or in the next year, you know that okay, this is the thing that they need to do in the upcoming time. And also I think what you can expect from this page is we can have the big picture about it, and then from here you can make decision on yourself on what exactly the channel and the plan that you want to develop. And then if you have any question at the end, then I can have more space for you to ask the question if we have a lot of space. So for today, just expect that you need to also working with me along the way so that we can see and we can feedback for you. And Connie gonna be here to support for you in feedback in the customer journey, because she may understand more than me about the partner customer journey. Okay, so I think choose important thing for you to start. I think the first one is the website that I sent for you last time, the Digital Marketing 101. And in this website, I will update all of the detailed information, and the material gonna be updated here as well. So you can all check this one as a resource. And you can see that what gonna be the result that I'm gonna share with you in the upcoming time. And also in the workshop I will also update here, so you can spend time to read through it, or you can send it one for your EST so that the EST gonna be read through it. The second one is the LinkedIn clean up. I think that most of you already I hope that most of you already finished the LinkedIn clean up, but then if you still have the local account, then just start to clean up everything first before we start. And this is something that I think in the past Raras also already does scale for you, but just be aware about it. Okay, now let's talk about so how we can ensure that this project gonna be done. What is the definition of done for it? So basically, you can understand that one digital marketing ecosystem for B2B can complete when all of the channels are connect to each other. And after you connect to each other, connect here would mean that you're gonna know that from this stage to the next stage, what's gonna be the channel that serve the partner, and what is the link between these channels, so that we can facilitate the best digital experience for the partner. The second is after you connect them, you gonna optimize the channel so that you can deliver an ultimate experience for the partner. um, and also as well that you can measure and audit the performance. So why I'm saying that connect and the second is optimize is because most of us gonna stop at the part connect, like we're gonna just build a website or build a landing page, and then we just let or build a LinkedIn, and then we're gonna let it there. But then the second part is the one that decide whether your channel is optimized and you can get the result or not in the future. And also, one digital marketing ecosystem should show the very strong connection among the pay O and platform. So in here, I don't know that how many of you already understand about the pay O and the platform. So I will just go through it very quickly again, in case that you have not understand clearly about it. So this is the marketing 101 that I sent for you. So in this one, right, you can see that this is the example of digital ecosystem. So the thing that driving you in the middle is the marketing strategy and which is the B2B strategy right now. The next one is the content marketing, and the last one is data analytics. So in the content, this is gonna be something related to the B2B global campaigns that you need to understand and you need to see how you can implement it. And this is the customer journey. So this customer journey can be very different, but then it's always around this four stage, like how we can attract, nurture, and convert, and then advocate them. And in every stage we're gonna have different type of channel that can support for us to deliver the experience in that stage. So for example, in the attract and nurture, we're gonna have like the paid platform. Usually you can see that you have here is like Facebook ad, Instagram ad, or for B2B is usually LinkedIn ad. And also you can have the search ad where you're gonna pay the money so that you can work on the Google ads so that when the people search about you, they're gonna see the result of us. Some other people also working on other type of ad, which I wanna show you in the upcoming space so that you can understand about it. And the pay platform, which means you need to pay the money so that you can get the result basically. So the cool thing about the pay platform is you can reach in a mass level of a lot of people, and this allow you to reach the right target people. Mm. The second is the old platform. So the old one is basically that everything that you can control. This is I usually call the old platform in the home in your house. So how you can build your house very nice so that when the customer they come here, they can get convert and they can get the nurture. So usually in the old one, we're gonna have the website or we're gonna have the social media, and one of it is the LinkedIn one. So this is the LinkedIn page that you're having, and also the email platform. Uh, and in some company they're gonna have the app, but then I think it's not in our case. Um, and last but not least, it's gonna be the on platform. So in the on platform, there gonna be a lot of channel. So basically, on platform means that you need to this is the content that you're gonna get from you are not the one that created the content, but then you're gonna get the people talk about you. You're gonna get the people using your experience and then they talk about you, or yeah, basically it's type of word of mouth marketing, but then it's word of mouth marketing, but then it's utilized on digital channel. So that's why we have the own platform. So you can have a lot of tactic like community, or you can have like community on LinkedIn. It can be some LinkedIn group, or for example, user generate contents. It's like the partner talk about you, or you can run the PR or word of mouth. Employee also talk about us. Or one significant thing is the SEO one that a lot of companies implement right now. Mm. So with this, if we want to finish a whole, have a very complete digital ecosystem, first we need to understand that which channel is the best one that we need, that can serve the partner in our country first. Because for B2B, right, I think that B2B need a lot of localization in based on the context of the country, or even in the different region in a country, and based on the need and the context of the partner, then you're gonna choose the channel that's suitable the best for you. Mm. Okay, and wait, let me see. And usually, what is the digital mapping? So you already understand about the the whole big picture, right? So after we understand about big picture, then the step that we need to working on is choose the platform, choose the channel that we need. After we choose it, we need to put everything on customer journey, like this part. And if you want to decide this part, let's wait for me. Sorry, there's someone talking. Okay, nice. And then if you want to decide next part, you're gonna start working on, okay, in this channel, what gonna be the customer state that gonna be the best fit for this, like what is the channel that can serve the best in this state of customer flow. And then you're gonna connect everything and optimize. Finally, you're gonna measure and you're gonna see the performance. So this is the whole process of a digital mapping. Um, but then for you right now, we're not gonna start like from a very complicated one. The thing that we're gonna start from now is we're gonna learn from the GCB of other coming in other people already done very good in the B2B one, and then we're gonna see what can be the best customer journey and also the what can be the digital experience that we want to design for the B2B in this situation. Okay, so I just go through with you in the big picture. Now I want you to look into the case study about what is a good digital experience improving the performance. So I only have choose case study here, but then I'm gonna let you have around 5 minutes so that you can choose to read the case number one or the case number two. And then after you read, the first one is about Airbnb and the second is about Hubspot. So after you read this part, let me know that what did you learn from the B2B marketing strategy. Okay, so you can start to read it now. The link I already sent in the message. Yeah. So you can go to, or I can send it again for you. So I will let you have 5 minutes and you can have time to read for yourself. Okay? Sorry. Sorry. Let's just read the case study number two of HubSpot because I think it's gonna be more relevant. Okay. If you're done, you can let me know that you have done. Are you done? We need okay. Other people, you already done, right? You can open your mic and then you can let me know. So because I cannot see the chat. Oh, people all done. Nice. Okay, so yeah, thank you. So I just want to hear a very quick sharing that from the case study of Hubspot. What is the thing that you learned from them in the B2B marketing strategy? Can someone share about what have you observed from the case study?
They team up with their sponsor companies to create contents for the target audiences.
So they have the sponsor content, right?
Yes.
Sponsor content is a type of paid platform. So it's kind of, we also pay the money so that we can have the content from different people or influencer. Yeah, that's very nice. How about other people? Do you see anything else?
Yeah, I think like the same.
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, okay, so like yeah, so sorry. Like they usually focus on the on the linking, and then like they create contents, and then like they use like linking ads like to appear on their target profile's new feed.
Yeah. Okay.
I think one thing is that like they provide resources to their like consumers, and then it's also part of their marketing campaigns. Like you can see they have Hubspot Academy, so it's like the customers get the benefit before, and the customers know what Hubspot is providing before they get sucked into Hubspot. I think that's interesting and good.
Yeah, that's very correct. Yeah, so what you just mentioned for me right now, first they have the sponsor content, second they have the ad, and actually what you can see in the ad is they also boast a lot, they also do a lot of, how say, very interesting content and interactive content as well, that they deliver the course so that the people who looking for the course is the people that have this kind of concern, and because of that it's support for them to convert in a better conversion rate. So everything that they do here is they already first what they need to do is the content that they create in the website. So for example, when they share about a course, or when they say Hubspot Academy, or when they share about anything about their resources, this is something we call that they develop the old platform. So they develop the content, they develop the experience on the old platform, and when people they come here, they can learn it. They can get a lot of resource to learn. And also when they already repair the cost in the old platform, the next step they do is they're gonna have sponsor content. They're gonna run ad on LinkedIn, which is in LinkedIn and in so in the sponsor content that people are gonna talk about them and people are gonna bring the traffic. So this is what we call it. They utilize the paid platform, and from using this paid platform and also the old develop a very strong old platform, they basically have improving a lot in the performance. Not regarding to the own platform, so they just use to, but then it's already bring them a lot of results. So what you can see from the case study, so usually what you can see from the case study, you can see a part in the big picture. Like for example, you can see Facebook, you can see content on LinkedIn, or you can see if you are a customer or you are a partner, right? You can only see an ad of HubSpot or any company that appear in your feed. But then actually behind this content or behind this ad that you usually see, there's a whole digital ecosystem that at the back, so it can connect to each other. Like for example, what I usually say is our platform is the house that we need to build. So you need to build your house to be super beautiful and super perfect first, so that the customer they can have a good experience about your brand in this platform. And also after you build a good platform, you need to have investment, or you need to see how you can reach more people by the base platform, so that you can get people into get into your house. And also that after the experience, then how you can create a community that people keep talking and keep discussing about the topic, so that you can advocate the brand. So this is the big picture behind every single tiny channel that you usually see. It's not just about LinkedIn, it's not just about the website, but it's about that we connect everything together, and everything that we deliver in the whole digital ecosystem gonna be in a smaller space, so that we can deliver the brand about leadership, and also so that we can achieve the objective for the product for the ICT. Okay, so this is the big picture of digital marketing, and I think that this is the job to be done in general for digital marketing. Maybe it's not something that applicable for B2B, but for B2B at this moment. But then this is the ideal state that I see from a lot of company, and we can actually implement to look into this part. And what I can see in most of the company, they're aiming for a state that marketing can actually handle a much more percentage of the whole marketing and sales funnel. For B2B, it can be a bit lower, but then this is something that a lot of company is investing in, because a lot of company partner right now, they also more activate in the digital channel. And also we can look into how we can utilize B2B in the upcoming time, so that we can grow the performance for the ICX part, for the IGT part. So what I just go through with you is the whole picture of what is the digital ecosystem for B2B and how a good experience gonna look like. Now our role is we need to start designing our own funnel. So right now, maybe Connie can help me to go through and explain for you again about the B2B funnel, so that from here I can also explain more about the digital channel. Okay.
Okay. Hello, guys. Have you already got this one in the expo? Have you checked it? If you check, can you type yes in the chat room? If you don't, not yet, can you shake your head? Shake your head. Okay, so I guess most of IGT people has done, but people from outside of IGT doesn't know. So this is the latest sales funnel that we are going to use. We want you to align with this no matter from which CRM platform that you are using, because it's easier for us to align. So first of all, as you can see in here, we have B2B marketing sales funnel, which is from the stage from stranger to new lead. So basically, this is the part that B2B marketing can play a bigger role in here. And also from new lead to connected, you can see I put B2B marketing and sales. It's simply as the reason that, for example, when people sign up and before they move to apply, so this part actually we marketing and also sales people, they are shared a similar, they are shared this KPI, right? Because you can only attract the right leads, so you can actually be connected and then make it into the correct leads, right? So this is the funnel that you should review for the conversion rate to see whether your marketing reach is in the right target or not. And then after that, from connected, proposal send, contract send, So this is basically B2b sales funnel, which is out of our topic today. So basically, our funnel is pretty similar, but we just have like awareness stage, consideration stage, and also decision stage. And if you still remember the session that I delivered in the OP Summit, we already mentioned that in the B2B part, right? Usually the consideration will take very long time. And also the difference that we will have compared with B2C is that our partner will usually spend longer time in here, and at the same time, they can always loop in and loop out. So that is the major key difference, and we need to be taking care when it comes to the consideration phase. Yeah. So far for the B2B marketing and sales funnel, do you have any questions?
You can type secondly no.
Yeah. If no, then we can move to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can talk. Okay. So in here, as you can see, we have different funnel, right? And different funnel, we have different activities to improve the conversion into the funnel. So today, what we wanna later on, what Nee will try to guide you is to making sure that from strangers to the visitor this stage, how the different channels will be played a different role, how it looks like, how the flow will be look like, and then also what are the key activities will also play the role in different types of the funnel. Yeah. So that's all from my part, if you are clear. Next one, Nee will provide you example, and we are going to have the practice space for you to map out the digital mapping for your entity. Yes.
Thank you, Connie. Very cool. So as you can see here, actually for B2B, we only have like stranger, new lead, and then in the middle, we're gonna have a part with sales, that marketing and sales gonna synergy. And also here you can see that, maybe we only have attract and convert, like, right? But then actually in the state of attract to convert, they're gonna, as you can see here, there's gonna be even more of the process that we can make the people, the partner that come in, and then we can convert them so that they can become the new lead. And basically what Connie just say is, because partner, they are more careful, they are not like the young people, so they need to go in and go out, go in, go out lots of times to check everything before they're gonna go into the next step or other stuff. So which means that in the small state, in the state that you just see right now, we actually have a deeper state inside that part. And I can tell you that in a deeper state, what it usually look like. So usually for a customer in generally, in any kind of platform, in any kind of engagement, they're gonna have this four state. So for example, first, how they can get awareness about it, which is how we can outreach and we can reaching a lot of people that who are the target audience. So in this case, we need to understand on what can be the channel that allow us to first reaching out as much as possible, and second, how we can, whether this channel can allow us to reach the right target. The second is, after people are aware about you, the customer always gonna start to engage and interest with you. So engage and interest with you is when you need to make them understand about what you are doing. So if they understand and if they know about the data, they know about the case study that you have done with other partner, then they're gonna understand you. But in this part, it doesn't mean that they're gonna trust you directly to become your new lead, or they're gonna sign up directly. Then in this stage, we need to start to have some activity or some channel that allow us to build a trust with the partner. And for example, what I can see in the B2B side, which is different B2C, is for B2B, people use partner you want to look into a more data-driven content and a more detailed data-driven content with a clear report of how I said working well with other partner gonna build a trust for them. And after they got the trust for it, then in this case, in this state, they usually gonna become the new lead and become the new which is they're gonna sign up for us, which is become the new lead, and then later on we can nurture them so that we can convert them. But then in also other case, in the loyalty space, if any partner that they can, after they read the content that you have and they engage with you on the social media, on the LinkedIn, and then they really see that you are very truthful, so they can be someone that become a loyalty even before they sign up for you. But then, as you can see that we need to ensure the minimum is make them aware about us. So it's basically let's say, hey, I have an opportunity. The second is we need to make them understand about what we are doing so that they can start to engage or start to interest about it. And especially for partner, how we can build trust with them. So at least we need to ensure this three stages that happen in the whole B2B marketing flow. And this is one of the example on how the digital channel gonna support for the customer flow. So this state awareness, knowledge, reference, self loyalty. So this is just example, and with different B2C or B2C or B2B, and also with different industry, you're gonna have very different state of customer. Depend. You can have like only 3 state. You can have like 4 state. And especially in our case, we're gonna have like stranger. We're gonna have the people who is interest, and you're gonna have new lead, which is the people that sign up for you. And then later on, I would say that for B2B marketing, new lead is already how to say engaged and also into the sales funnel with us. Okay, so this is just example for you. For example, I can explain that in the awareness stage, people usually use influencer, which is something that you just see right now that they spend money for influencer, or they spend for influencer here. Doesn't need to be a celebrity, but then they gonna sponsor the money for the partner or for the people that have the influencer in that industry, so that people can talk about us. For example, the second is they can use something like web banner. So you usually see that when you go to a website, you're gonna see a web banner. I can show you the image later. And because when you go to the website and when you search for something, if you see the web banner of Isaac, then you're gonna have a highly chance that you're gonna click into it, and then they're gonna start to go into our funnel. Or in other case, they're gonna use Facebook ad, Instagram ad, or LinkedIn ad, so they can get awareness about asset in general. And then in the next day, they can use many platforms. So they can use like YouTube, or they can use WhatsApp, or a lot of people using Facebook page or LinkedIn page, for example, so that they can get the people understand about them. Um, or in the state of in the next state, to make people that actually trust you, then they can use LinkedIn, or they can use email automation, for example. So and the whole process here, you can see that even in any state, we always have first the website or the landing page, and in your case it's gonna be B2B or your website. The second is the data analysis. So this is the very two important thing in the whole platform, so that in the whole experience that you can see here, we can always first measure the performance, and second, the performance gonna reflect in the traffic of your landing, because your website or your landing page, this can be something similar. website or landing page is the final things that every traffic or anything that you do marketing, they're gonna come here, and then they come here, they're gonna get convert to become your new lead. Yeah. And this is the symbol image of a digital ecosystem. So when you already have mapped out the customer journey, right? And after you map out the customer journey based on the context of your entity or your partner, then you're gonna have the channel. But then after you have a channel, you need to understand the connection between these channel. So which channel gonna connect to which channel gonna give to which one. So I can show you example here. First, I'm gonna have the web banner, and I'm gonna use the influencer and also the ad here, so that I'm gonna get people that know about me. So for anyone that they so for example, for any in the web banner, when I run the web banner, I want them to go into my Facebook page or my LinkedIn page, for example, so that I can be just with them, and then I can convert them into the website later. And for Facebook ad or Instagram, it's also the same. Like for example, in influencer, I want them to go to my Instagram account, for example, and then all of them gonna go to the website, for example. So this one, how we can decide it, it's gonna depend on what is the partner experience and what is the partner journey in your entity, and it's gonna be very different among the country. Okay, so this is the example for you to understand that. Now, oh shit, wait. Okay. Now, I will let you to have a space to have your working space. But then before you start working, you can do a quick of the research about the partner behavior on digital channel. So, for example, this is one of the links that allow you to understand about how LinkedIn working in my country. So you can go to this link if you want to check into it in detail. So this is the past data, but then you can look into this part so that you can see whether LinkedIn gonna be suitable for my entity or not, whether my entity gonna refer to use a website more, or whether my entity people gonna refer not to use LinkedIn. Or for, this is just example, because as you can see here, actually LinkedIn is very popular, right? But then based on the number of people that using, we can see that US, Canada, or in AB we only have like China, India, Pakistan, and a very small country around here using LinkedIn. Then what is the context of your entity? Should we use LinkedIn, or what kind of channel that we should use based on the context of the entity? So you can go to this link so that you can get some reference about it. But then the final is you need to come here, and then you're gonna start working on your digital experience. So first, let's mapping out about the state that you want to attract a partner. Like imagine that you are doing a B2B marketing right now, and what is the first stage that you want them to reach them, how you can make them aware about you. Next, how you want them to understand what you are doing, and next, how you want them to trust you, so that they can sign up and they can become your lead. And you can break it down into a smaller space in a smaller state, so that you can have a deeper understanding about how you can convert them. Because as I say, even we only have like stranger into new lead, but then in the middle of stranger to new lead, we actually have a lot of things happen in the middle, and you are the one that understand it. So after you put out a state, then you can think about, okay, then what can be the channel that I can use right now? So it's totally okay if you don't have no idea, but then you can take some reference from this entity. But then this one is just for B2C. So as you can see, for example, here in the consideration space, that Vietnam want to use influencer instead of using it in the first day, because they want to make the people trust them, for example. Or this is the example of Thailand that you can see. This one is for Indonesia, Myanmar. This is for B2C. Yeah. Malaysia. So you also, and this also for B2C. So you can also see that, for example, in here, Malaysia, for awareness, they use the pay ad and they use the word of mouth so that they can get the awareness from the customer. Then how it's gonna look like for the partner? It's gonna be your space to decide on it. Okay, so I'm gonna let you have like 15 minutes so you can start working in your own digital channel, and then I'm gonna have space to feedback and giving you the more knowledge related to this. Cool, you got it? You got it right.
Yes.
Mm. Okay, so your 15 minutes gonna start now.
Sorry, like my connection just broke. Can I know where we are gonna walk now?
This one is in the slide deck,
Ah,
in the Telegram. Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, you can duplicate and then you can name yourself. Eh, did I share my screen? No, honey. Oh,
Not now. Not for now.
oh, shit. Do you understand what I'm saying just now?
Yes, for me.
Oh, you still understand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked the presentation together.
Mm, nice, nice. You can also check the one that the B2C already mapped out for your entity so that you can see either any way that you can align with them or either anything that you need to do a different one. You can discuss with each other if you want to, if you have any concern. Okay, are you done? You haven't done, right?
Yes, not yet.
Oh, okay. It's okay if you haven't done. Just come back here and then I will explain for you. Um, I want to have like one people. Maybe you can share about the talk process that you have. Maybe you can share, or Winnie, or yeah. What is the thing that you already have in your mind so far?
Okay, so like I will share. Okay, so like for us like okay, so like there are like 5 stages. And then the first one is like awareness, and then the second and then the second one is like interest. Like we're trying to like have like awareness like from our partner, and from the like second stage like interest, like we're trying to have like interest like from the partner, and then and the one would be the engagement. For the engagement, we're trying to have like engagement both on the LinkedIn, and then like so once like we have like engagement from the partners, like we're trying to have we're trying to make a sale. and then after that we try to when I say try to make a try to have a loop, and then for the we have advocacy. So right now for the method for the channel, we only have talk about the linking and email marketing. Yeah, so I think this is the criteria for kind of channel where we have for each state.
I see. Okay. How about other? I see South Korea have a lot of channel.
Uh, I'm not sure. I just like it's a draft. Since Wayne is not here, so I just drew a draft map. So it's okay if I present it.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, for the awareness, we will gain partner interest to like LinkedIn, Instagram ads maybe, and the influencer. And for the attraction, we have Instagram and LinkedIn. For as we have told me, currently we will use LinkedIn for our B2B marketing and also consideration. I haven't written it completely yet, so there's some places that I haven't done yet. So please don't mind it. And for the consideration, we will use that. Yes, I'm from in South Korea. I'm currently ESD platform manager. Consideration for the consideration stage, we will have the email marketing and the Instagram, and the sales. I'm not sure about the sales yet. I think I will have to discuss it back with Awing, so I will just leave it blank here. For the advocate, we can have our testimonial sharing on Instagram or LinkedIn mainly. Yes, that's all. It has not been finalized yet, so yes.
Okay, I see. Uh, yeah. Connie, do you want to say something? You want to feedback something?
Oh, it's okay now.
No?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I say it's okay now. We can hear more, so I can feedback in once.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what I can see from now, right? The thing that I see from yours is first, what maybe, how to say, maybe we are not so different between the channel, and also the partner behavior on social channel, on no on digital channel is not so clear. So that's why you also have a concern that different state. So I think it's gonna be okay. But then my recommendation is, if you want to finish this part and get the feedback from us, first let's look into the partner behavior in the country, and also let have a very smaller breakdown into, okay, what is the significant state, or the how say, the pain and the gain of the partner in this state, and what can be the channel that we can use insignificantly this state. So I would recommend you to, from this one you can do more research and also understanding, so that you can see the different among different state, and the different of the channel in different state as well. But then as here, I would let you see that. Someone want to say something? Okay. So as here, I want to tell you that. So what you are just doing right now is general digital marketing. So what we are more detailed, we are going to that have in your role in this project, we need to see how we can fill in the gap. So basically, reflect on the current state that we're having right now. Where are we? First, do we have a clear marketing funnel for partner or not? If we already have a funnel, we already have a clear differentiate in the channel. Do we already have the differentiate between what can be the channel that can work the best for awareness, what can be the channel work the best for understanding or interest or acquisition or not? And then from the current context that we have, and based on the best case, the ideal state that you are working on right now, then our goal is filling the gap. And from here, after when we fill in the gap, we're gonna see that we cannot develop everything in one day, but then we need to start like one by one. So I just want to let you have a very short understanding about the KPI of every channel so that you can understand on how you can start building the channel. At first, last time, just now, I just mentioned for you about the different role of the platform, right? And what is the difference of the platform? What is the biggest, how say the role of each of pay, own, and earn? But then what I want you to understand is for the pay, own, and earn platform, they're gonna be very significant role between them. So for example, in the pay platform, we're gonna use this platform in the mass address, mass awareness, and the traffic. And the important role of the base platform is acquisition strategy. So as you can see that we can base sponsor content. We can have I know LinkedIn ads, for example, to drive the mass awareness and the mass traffic in the paid platform. So this is the role of the paid. So which means that if you expect to have a good conversion in, like convert the people in the paid platform, then actually you cannot do it. Then we need to see in the paid, in the awareness state or in the understand state, how we can utilize the paid. What can be the paid channel that can work the best? The second is the old platform. The biggest role of the old platform is talk about your brand and talk about us. So we're gonna use this all of the platform in the old, which is the website, the landing page, or the LinkedIn page, or in the email that you have to deliver a brand experience with the engaging content. So the biggest role of the old platform is we can use this kind of platform to do conversion and also retention. So we can get the people that convert and also engage them and keep them stay in the platform so that we can nurture them for the future. So the O is basically like the how that you are having. You need to have a beautiful how first before you run any kind of pay strategy. And the last one is the earn one. So what you can expect from the earn one is for the earn platform, it's the time for you to socialize the brand efforts into the conversation and also interaction. And this can only be done if you can have a very strong report about the past experience working with other company or other people. And from the past experience, other people can talk about you, and you can also use this kind of content to create more conversation with the people in LinkedIn community, for example, so that you can make the brand go even harder. So this on platform like PR, community, SEO is gonna be work the best for you for the retention and also the growth strategy in the future. But in the off platform, the weakness of the off platform is gonna take you very long time to build up. So the fastest platform that you can start to build up is the base. So with the base platform, you can get the result right away because you just basically spending the money and scraping the traffic. But in the paid platform, you cannot get a good conversion. If you want to get the good conversion, you need to have an old platform, which you're gonna need to have a good website or LinkedIn so that you can have a good conversion. And in the old platform, it's not take that long at the old platform. So which means that if you look into, for example, you want to do SEO or if you want to do like community, then you need to know that it's gonna take you quite a time to develop this platform. And when you start establish the platform, as I mentioned, we always start with the one in the middle, the old platform, because we need to first we need to understand what is the brand experience that we want the customer when they come here and then they see the platform. So we need to understand what is the brand experience that we want the customer content about the past experience that other company working with us, and they can also see that people in access sharing how they working with other company to spreading the impact or spreading the growing like contribute to the growth of the company, for example. So everything that and later on when they go to the LinkedIn, what is the next step you want them to go? Do you want them to go to a landing page? Do you want to go to or do you want to send an email? Everything needs to start with the old platform, and then you're gonna, after you have the old platform, then you're gonna go with the pay one. So this is the pay where you're gonna get people, like you send invitation for them to visit your house. And the last one is the earn, which is gonna take you a lot of time to build, but then it's in the earn platform, it's gonna get you the biggest high volume in the future if you can do the earn platform very well. Especially for the, I would say that for the B2B, the earn platform work better than the pay one, to be honest, because for B2C, we can try to reach a lot of people, but then and the decision making process also gonna be easier. But then for B2B, they want to have more word of mouth marketing strategy. They want to have more word of mouth tactic. But then the weakness is you're gonna take time to build it. So you can understand it, and then you can see which one you need to prioritize to be right now, and which one you can let it starting the first step so that you can grow it up in the future. And how you can know that the whole ecosystem is set up, you need to finish this 6 steps for every channel. So for example, after you already build, you decide that based on the digital mapping that you just create, you decide that you want to develop the LinkedIn, or you want to develop the LinkedIn ad. I would say, for example, just the LinkedIn ad, it only also gonna take you 6 steps. So the first thing is you need to planning. First, planning, which is the digital mapping that you're just doing right now, which we understand what is the state of the partner in this what is the state of the partner in this state, and what is the role of this channel to nurture the partner, for example. After we planning, we need to start to set up. So set up is basically that you need to create the account, and especially for the entity that you have the local LinkedIn, you need to clean up the local ones that you're gonna have a national one. And when everything is set up, like you have a business account for LinkedIn, you set up the ad, you set up the information, you set up the design on the ad on the LinkedIn page, and the website and the tracking tool. So everything needs to be in place that connect to each other. But then after setup, it's not just that, that's it. The next step is more important, which is you need to do the testing for the ad, for example. So basically, you need to understand when you run the ad, you can try to see with the same content of the ad, but then you run no, with same target audience is the partner for with the same target audience or partner. Then you're gonna have 2 different type of content, so that you can try to run the ad, the content A or the content B to the partner, so that you can see which type of content gonna work the best for them. And then from here, you're gonna choose the one that work better for them, and and if you're gonna see which is the thing that you can improve from this one. So you need to improve which part of the content, or you need to have like more data, or you need to have more like influencer appear in this kind of ad, for example. Then the step that I just say right now is you optimize the channel that you are running. So you need to adjust things so that you can optimize and make the conversion become very strong in this ad, for example. So after you optimize, then which means you already have a good thing, like have a good things to go fixing. And after you have a good thing to go fixing, then you're gonna start scaling up. So you basically that's spreading more, upscaling more, have duplicate more similar ads that have the same content and have the same target that can give you the good content like you just expect right now. And then after you scale up, you're gonna get the result. Then finally you measure, and after you measure, you're gonna see which is the thing that is not going well in this channel, whether the ad that you're having is not going well, whether the website is not going well. Then you need to do the testing again, optimize again, and also scale up again. Depend on the situation that you're having. So what you can see here is actually when you want to start to develop one platform, first, it's gonna take you very long time. And in each platform, you need to have 6 steps to make it happen. So which means, so it doesn't mean that you only do planning and set up and then just leave it there, but then you need to estimate the time of testing, optimize, scale up, and then measure also. Like for example, I can say when I set up the Facebook ad, I usually need at least 1 week to testing. And then after 1 week of testing, then I'm gonna need like 1 week to optimize it. And then after 1 week of optimize, I'm gonna scale up. But then this process not happen one time. Like every month, I need to track the performance again. And also every year, I also need to track the performance again so that I can keep improving the performance. So this 4 stage is very much important that we usually not by noticed enough into when we set up an ecosystem. And also, when you look into in the ecosystem, in every stage that I just share for you, we're gonna have different KPI that allow us to understand whether this channel is working well or not. So I would say, for example, if you want to um, run the ad that allow you to increase engagement and convert the people, right? So which the KPI gonna be engagement. So if you run this kind of strategy, then you need to look into the cost that is gonna, like how many cost it's gonna cost me in a click. For example, CPC is click, CBM is cost per 1,000 impression, for example. Or for example, how many people view my video, or how many people start to follow my page and interact with my page, for example. So I have some suggestion, but then this can be very different among different channel and different tactic. So it's really depend on what is your next step. If you want to build a LinkedIn, then it's gonna have a list of different KPI that we need to focus in, and we need to keep measuring and maximize it. In this one, if you actually in this one, I also put the content here. And after you already set up everything, and then after you already testing everything, then the last part is you need to your last part gonna be measure and improve the performance. So that's it, all of the process of the how you're gonna develop the whole platform. And here, so in here, so after you already understand about different platform, you can also spend the time to come here to understand about what is the inside of each platform. So for example, I can show you here that you want to do, for example, you want to do IG ad, Instagram ad, or you want to use LinkedIn for the first stage of the funnel. Then let's look into what is the access of every platform. So I would say, for example, in the access of page, I just say with you that we have the social ad, we have the sponsor content or influencer, but then we also need to consider the fact that if we want to invest in the pay and get the result instantly for B2B, but then right now we don't have a much of investment, and we don't have a lot of investment for B2B, and everything is just established, then what can we do right now? So you can look into this part so that you can understand the possibility for you to implement this platform. And this is the example of what is usually the ad that you can run. And you can run the ad on the Facebook, website, LinkedIn. Like as you can see here, this is the social ad. And you can also run other type of ads, such as like the website. When it's appear in the website, the web banner, as you can see here, or reply. Or right now, short ad is one of the most powerful type of the ad, because short usually give you a very high conversion if you want if you run the short ad. And this is the example of the sponsored content that you may already know. Yeah, so it's also the same for the O and the earn one. Okay, so I hope that it give you the general idea about what you need to do right now, and what is the next step that you need to focus in your working. So in here, you can, if you go to this link, you can see the overall dashboard and the progress. And in every month before the project call, I will try to update with you about the progress, and I will see how where are you right now. But then what you can do for yourself, if from the analysis and from the number, the KPI that I just shared with you right now, and also the inner understanding about different type platform, then you can start working on a development plan. Because I would say that for you, because you are building the foundation, and if you are building the foundation, you need to be very clear about what is the channel you want to be first and you want to be later. If you want to finish this part, you need to finish the digital mapping that you just finished above. And from that one, you gonna come here to see, okay, so for example, in the pay platform, you want to invest in the social pay, but then right now in the winter 2020, you don't have money. So everything is gonna just stop in the setup for the pay platform, and you just gonna set up everything so that you can have a ready account to run ad. But then in the next summer, it's gonna be the time for you to scale up. So you want to in the next summer you're gonna start running the ad to testing to optimize, and then you want to scale up the ad so that you can expect to get the result from the LinkedIn ad in the next year. So it's also gonna similar with the LinkedIn page or in the community or any SEO that you want to run. What is the estimate state that you want to run right now, and what is the next step? So this is gonna be the part that you after you finish you can get me and call me on board with you about what do you want to about the plan, and I can give you the feedback about the digital channel when you have a detailed one. Okay, so I think our time is also over. I think that next step in the next workshop, I'm gonna deliver the content for the LinkedIn content strategy. So before you joining next step, you should be finished the digital mapping and also start finish the LinkedIn setup. And then when you go to the next page, we're gonna talk about the content and also how we can create, measure and tracking the LinkedIn specifically. Okay, so I think that's all. And if you have no question, you can leave. But if you still have question, you can still stay here and then asking me and call me. Okay. Mm. Can I add the content strategy only for LinkedIn, right? The content strategy, not only for LinkedIn, but it's how say. What do you mean? What you mean in the network shop, right? Yeah, in the next workshop, I will very focus on LinkedIn, LinkedIn page and also LinkedIn ad. This is something that I'm gonna focus in. But if you want to do other type of content strategy for other channel, then I think it's gonna be in later. Or let me see about the focus because I see most of you gonna learn LinkedIn. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so like I wanna know like about the like about what we need to do before the next project call. So like we need to finish the like digital mapping for our own entity, and then also for the development plan, and also the linking page, right? Linking page. Is that right?
Yes. So for the digital mapping, you can always after you finish, you can ask me in the group in the Telegram group to give you the feedback when you finish. Also for the development plan. So for development plan, you can do it later. But then if you can finish it right now in September, then I can also spend my time to feedback for you. Yeah, and before the LinkedIn space, you need to set up everything in the LinkedIn already. Yeah, because we're gonna talk about content and ad only.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mm. I want to know, is there any question that you still have at the moment? Mm.
No from my side.
Yeah. Or is there any topic that you want to me to deliver beside the LinkedIn? No. Okay. Okay, cool. So I think that's all for the space today. And I wish that I can have more time to explain for you because last time the B2C one they already know the foundation, so I go explain for them very quick. But for this one, I think they already know the foundation, so okay, yeah, I think my Wi-Fi stopped. So I just say that I think that's all for today. But then because last time for the B2C space, they already have some foundation. So I go very quick. But then I don't know if I go through this one, it's easy for you to understand or not. So I'm trying to keep it very simple. But if you have any question, you can ask me in the Telegram group, and you can also come to this page to get the material. And I will try to update it every week. Okay. Mm.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. So thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nee. Thank you. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.